Hey guys, it's Maggie here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. I do things sometimes. It's Tuesday and I'm dressed like a trucker slash 10-year-old boy because today is self-care day and that is the name of the game and what this video is about. Essentially, I went on a work trip in North Carolina. I flew on a plane for the first time in 8 years. And after that, I immediately drove home and spent 2 days with my family. And I'm just like crazy exhausted, but I'm making videos every Tuesday and Friday and I want to stick with that. So I thought today I would just talk about what's on my mind, which is the importance of self-care and how you can get it when your life is as crazy as mine. I've been really slacking on the self-care really badly and I don't have any excuse except that I'm busy and no one tells you that you should value that. One of the biggest problems with keeping up with your self-care is just that no one really values self-care. In our society, it is looked on as, correct and great if people are lacking sleep, living off of coffee and nothing else. And that's really messed up because as humans, we probably shouldn't be sitting at a desk for 40 hours a week anyway. But that time outside of the 40 hours should be spent really taking care of ourselves because we're really not meant to be working that long all day. So we need to recover, we need to recoup and get in touch with ourselves. Well, you can touch yourself too, but I mean get in touch with yourself. So one thing to get over to start, practicing self-care is just to understand that you need to practice self-care. And I know many people that are so pressured by either themselves or their family or their friends to be the best and work the hardest, and that's just not always possible. And sometimes your hardest isn't perfect. So once you gain understanding of the fact that you need self-care, the first place to start is just to kind of get in touch with yourself, which is something we rarely do because we're always either at work, on our phones, talking to someone. There's rarely a moment where we are just alone with ourselves. That meditation is very important and I do not do that pretty much ever. I do that the most, I'd say, when I'm driving because unless I'm listening to a podcast or music, there isn't really anything else to do. And I cry pretty much every time I get into a car for more than 30 minutes because I end up thinking about really sad things that I am not usually thinking about and that I should be thinking about because I needed to check in with myself. Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Do you feel like you need to go, work out? Do you feel like you need to get a shower or something? Sometimes getting a shower can make all the difference. It really just depends on what you feel like you need. And if you're not sure what you need, there are so many lists everywhere, and I'll link some stuff below of just basic self-care rituals that sometimes we forget to do because we're either too busy or too stressed or too tired. And you need to do these things usually to feel good about yourself and to just feel, at peace. Those lists can feel kind of overwhelming. And just know you don't have to do all of them at once. You don't have to dedicate an entire evening to self-care, although if you can, that is really freaking cool. So in those small moments is when you have to focus on self-care when you can. And you even sometimes have to plan that out. Plan out your self-care. You can paint your nails. You could light a candle. There's so many things that self-care can be, and it's really all up to you and your needs. For some people, self-care is getting a shower. For other people, they get a shower every day no matter what. Everyone's different, and that's okay. But you just have to remember how important it is to practice self-care. I also definitely believe there are a few bad self-care practices that might make you feel good, but might make another part of your life bad. Since I started living on my own and making more money to pay for my life, I've been buying a lot more stuff for myself, but I noticed that every time I was having a crappy day, I would just go out to, not anywhere crazy, but like Walmart, Target definitely, maybe Home Goods, and just buy a little something to make me feel better. And that is okay if you have tons of money to spend, but I don't have tons of money to spend, so I'm having to wean myself off of buying something every time I feel sad, and that's hard. So that's one thing that can definitely be a bad way to manage your self-care. People have shopping addictions because it feels good to shop. So just, you know, be aware of a few things like that that can be self-care taken into an extreme and, you know, affect you negatively and cause you even more anxiety. So just watch those things while you're trying to practice your self-care. Be aware of what you do to make yourself feel better. But don't stop. Sometimes you just need it. Sometimes you just need a McDonald's. Sometimes you just need to go buy a tiny pumpkin from Walmart because you don't have a job and you're losing your life and you just need a tiny pumpkin from Walmart to make you feel better. Do it. But again, be careful. I hope this video was coherent and that you learned something, if not about self-care, about me. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate you indulging me in my form of self-care, which is making videos. Please let me know of any self-care tips that you have. Please let me know of any struggles, because we can totally bond over struggles for self-care, because self-care usually involves money or time. Sometimes no one has either of those, and that's 100% a reality for many of us, especially younger people. So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment below if you have anything to say, and I'll see you next time. Bye.